Talk to me, chat. We here. It's Sunday. Hope everybody having a blessed day. Let's get that out the way first. Next, we had some accomplishments, man, that we started out this year to hit, and we hit them. Not because of me, but thanks to y'all for showing up to every platform, streaming, not playing Madden, doing other things. And if it's one thing that I could encourage anybody to do, even when it seems hard, it seems like you're wasting your time, believe in yourself, trust the process, trust the things that you're doing, and don't let the tough times make you jaded, man. Because I don't know how good it felt to see that pop up on my screen the other day. And it's thanks to y'all, man. And because of that, we're going to take our Tennessee Titan. I got from the fan shop, our Tennessee Titan shot glass. My father-in-law is here. We just toasted his birthday cake, 75 years old. Johnny Walker, man. Kevin Moore was good. We feeling good today, man. We blessed. All right. Now, let's get into the topic at hand. I didn't want to say I told you so. I can just say undefeated, and everybody know what that means. Now, hit dogs will holler. Hit dogs will hop out in the comments and still be like, man, I mean, you're right, but what? You feel me? With the Columbia Blue Tennessee Titan Derrick Henry jersey, as if we haven't already been wearing Columbia Blue since our existence. Man, Texans fans, I'm telling y'all, I'm going to say this again. Just because the Houston Oilers and Miss Amy's family came to Nashville and did something incredible with the Music City of Miracle in Super Bowl 34. Something that's never happened for Houston. Just because we went back in 2002 and lost to Bill Callahan, our former O-line coach, to the Raiders. Just because we went back and lost to Patrick Mahomes. It's okay. We're not jaded. We're happy. We're good. Because we're moving in a different direction. But guess what y'all are not doing? Houston Texan fans, if the Houston Texans had ever done anything significant in the last 25 years since the Tennessee Titans have moved to Nashville, the Tennessee Oilers, the Houston Oilers, if they would have done at least one significant thing, I promise y'all, the Texans would not be crying about everything we do in the Texan fan base. Because the closest y'all was to an AFC championship game is Deshaun Watson up 3 touchdowns, choking to Patrick Mahomes. Win a divisional playoff game or go back to the kiddie table and stay out of this, mind your own business, man. All the colors belong to us. All right. Now that we passed that, you know, I had to jab back at the Texan fans. They always clamoring and crying about jerseys. So I have to wear different jerseys just so they can remember. I can refresh their memory that this ain't the first time the Titans done pulled out Columbia Blue jerseys. But big moves have been made. Tennessee Titans have picked up another linebacker just when we thought they hadn't. Mahmoud Diabate. Now, something I thought about. We hear about Sonny Styles, and that would be very interesting if the Titans traded back and picked up Sonny Styles. But James Williams is a converted safety, just like Sonny Styles, at 6'4", 230. That plays linebacker all over the field for the Titans. And they picked up Mahmoud Diabate, who is also 6'4", 225 pounds, a linebacker. Are we starting to see that maybe, just maybe, that Robert Saleh may implement James Williams and Diabate and start putting him into that Fred Warner role to phase out Cody Barton? That could be an interesting thing to watch because now Diabate has successfully moved Dorian Mousey Jr., a special teamer, and upgraded that linebacking core, which is now Cody Barton, Cedric Gray, James Williams, and Diabate in the inside backer position. And I look through the comments and I read all the comments. I don't respond to everything. But I will say that for all those that think that Mike Borgonzi has not had a master class and the Shabbat Buddha was not correct telling you we were still going to have $50 to $60 million after they dealt with Snead and Ridley. And I said potentially add even more cap space by cutting Tony Pollard if they intend to go a different direction at running back, as well as still trade Will Levis and go from 9 draft picks to 10. If that isn't a masterclass by upgrading every single position across the board, because when people say, oh, but the center part, yes, we all were excited thinking we were going to get Linderbaum, McGovern, Biadasz, Elton Jenkins. It didn't happen. But guess what? Maybe, just maybe, they have a plan. Now, we all know that Zeitler will be back with the Titans. He was prioritized. He will be back if the Titans don't spend a first or second round draft pick on an interior lineman, which I don't expect them to. But if they did draft Basantis or Pregnon at pick 35, I don't think any of us would be mad. So that just leaves the center position. And as much as Cushenberry had a $55 million contract, he hasn't played that much anyways for us to be looking at a depth chart with Cushenberry in the middle as a starter, saying, oh, we got one of the better free agent centers. If he doesn't play and you have to play Jackson Slater and Corey Levin anyways, what difference would it have made? So being at the top of the league in cap space and having every single contract signed with 9 draft picks, potentially 10 if you trade Levis, and an extra $7 million you can free up if you go a different direction and cut Tony Pollard. I think this is a masterclass in free agency, and we haven't even got to the draft yet, and there's still June 1st cuts and post-draft things all the way up into camp and and preseason, where the Tennessee Titans will have plenty of money that if they want to go get a superstar at any said position that they don't have filled, they can go get one. All right, I had to get through that before I get into y'all questions. I had to get through the spill of the day. So this is the updated depth chart that we have since everybody has kind of made positions clear. If you're telling me you're looking at this depth chart and don't see more depth and talent than what we started with last year, after draft and after June 1st cuts and after preseason, you're smoking. Pass the blunt. I want to get high too. Because we now know that Alontae Taylor said he's going to play outside. And on that wide side of the field, you're going to have Flott and Josh Williams with Marcus Harris in the slot, who will probably be being subbed out with Kevin Winston. So just think, run early downs. You can see them get really creative, like moving Jeffrey Simmons and Franklin Myers out wide and playing Solomon Thomas and Jordan Elliott inside on first down, and then having Kevin Winston Jr. in the box with Taylor and Flott, and then having Tony Adams roam back deep at free with Amani Hooker, playing that cover 3, cover 4 on early downs. Like, do you think you can run against that said front if you had Cedric Gray and whoever wins out this second spot at linebacker? I think that would be tough. And then you get the second and third down, and Jeffrey Simmons and Franklin Myers both move back inside. And then you got Jermaine Johnson and Femi on the edge, who are going to be relentless motors, because these guys are not going to have to play. They're not going to have to be 3-down players. Like, things could get kind of spicy. And then you put Harris back in the slot, Taylor and Flott on the outside. And then we haven't even got to the draft yet. Obviously, have the Titans picking an edge and a cornerback in one of their first 4 top 100 picks. So things could get really spicy in Nashville. All right, let me get caught up with the chat. Man, Mike, I had to give Rich his flowers, because when I'm not consistent, Rich Black Man will call me and be like, "Hey, bro, I thought you said you was gonna do this. You need to get busy." You know what I'm saying? So I definitely had to give the homies their flowers. And Mike, we had these conversations on the phone about how tough it is to step outside your comfort zone and do content away from what people know. You know, guys like me and you for as like competitive Madden guys. And when we step away from that, the anxiety that you might feel of getting out of your comfort zone, trying something new. But Trust me, y'all. Try new things, man. Come outside of your comfort zone. You'll never be able to grow if you don't. Definitely cheers, Mike. Hey, second round. Tennessee Titan Cup, stainless steel. Ravens, Joe, what's good? What them Ravens gonna do with them draft picks? You on the love train? Give us the best player in the draft. Talk to me. Corey. Salo was a linebacker coach before DC. It should be his specialty. That's what I'm saying, Joe Blacko. He might not have to have the best linebacker in the draft. He might take a converted safety in James Williams or Mahmoud Diabate, two people who have that 6'4", 225-pound frame and can run already sideline to sideline. He might be able to implement them, and we might get a rotation where Cody Barton is in on certain downs, and you might get those guys come in on a package as a linebacker package. I just love, and I have to say this, and I'll go to the big screen and say this. All the fans need to pump their brakes. I told y'all, Borgonzi and Salah need to make the overall 53 look better. Not just make Cam Ward look better, but make the 53 look better. In terms, what does that do? That makes Cam Ward better indirectly. You know why? Because what happens when the defense gets off the field 3 and out and you have a good special teams unit with Bones Fossil that flips the field and gives Cam Ward the ball at the 50, not backed up on his own 8 like he was in Denver on the road his first game with 3 receivers blocking and nobody running routes because Brian Callahan was clueless out there. See, we'll get into the things like that, or offensive coordinator who doesn't wait to after the bye week to realize that we need to run the football, and it would help off the offensive line. So, bringing in 2 bookend twin tight ends is going to help the run game with Luke Stocker running that room. They're going to be adding more tight ends. And I got my next piece I want to get to y'all. Outside of that is, look, while I'm telling y'all, I told y'all so. Shout out to Zach Lyons, 104.5 The Zone with Blaine Bishop in the afternoon, dropping the updated cap space. Top 51, 63 million. Effective cap space, 55 million. Hit the books, Austin Deculus, swing tackle. Contracts left to sign, none. This is a masterclass. $55 million in effective cap space, knowing that the rookie class is only going to cost $15 to $20 million. He literally can go get anybody in the NFL if he wants to. Now, moving on to the second part, when you talk about helping Cam Ward, look at this. This is from Sleeper Titans on Twitter. Shout out to Sleeper Tighten Up. Listen, this is the Titans' leading receiver yards-wise every year since 2010. Kenny Britt, 775. Mr. Barfight himself. The great Nate Washington with the book out now. Football Was My Father. 1,023, 746. One of the best free agent acquisitions the Titans ever got. Kendall Wright. Who can remember Kendall Wright? 1,079 yards. Delaney with 890. Delaney with 1088. Rashard Matthews doing the snake with 945. Delaney again at 807. Corey Davis with 891. A.J. Brown with 1051. A.J. Brown with 1075. A.J. Brown with 869. Robert, my man, Woods with 527 yards as the leading receiver on the Tennessee Titans. D-Hop with his bounce back year, 1,057. Ridley with 1,017 with Mason Rudolph and Will Levis. And Chig last year back in the dumps down with the Robert Woods years of 560 yards. But it just goes to show that how can you believe that they was able to use the cap space insurance and get a re-sign from Ridley and get a pay cut from a team-friendly deal with Ridley. You bring in your last 1,000-yard receiver in Calvin Ridley back, and you just added another 1,000-yard receiver in Wan'Dale Robinson, and you added Bellinger, who's a better run blocker than Chig, along with the emergence of Gunnar Helm, and they're still adding to that position. It's just incredible. To think that they haven't helped Cam Ward on the offensive side of the ball, and we haven't even made it to the draft yet. And you see that they've basically, found a way to get 2 receivers that are capable of 1,000 yards. And that's not even Chim DK and Alec Aomaner, who we all felt like the Tennessee Titans waited to the bye week before they started getting Chim DK the ball. And he still broke the rookie all-time all-purpose yards record from Tim Brown, the great Tim Brown. And just imagine Aomaner and DK when you don't have a coach that's trying to run orbit motion bubble screens for Tyler Lockett and Van Jefferson imagine what that wide receiver room is going to look like post draft and coming into camp. So if people think that they haven't helped Cam Ward, I just want to show them this again, that Tennessee Titans haven't always had 1,000-yard receivers, but when you bring somebody who has had 1,000 yards for the franchise back, as well as adding Wan'Dale, just think it's going to be Daboll is going to be able to implement a lot of different things. Sometimes having Red and Wan'Dale with Bellinger and Gunnar Helm and 12 personnel, it's going to be times where he could go 5 wide and put a plethora of people out. You can go to a 3 receiver sack with Wan'Dale, Monter, and DK, and give Red a break. Like you could send Red in motion, you could send DK in motion, you could send Wan'Dale in motion. It's a lot of things that they're going to be able to do. So I'm not one of those that think that they haven't added help with for on the offensive side of the board. Having a competent offensive coordinator is also a big plus too. A former NFL Coach of the Year is now our offensive coordinator in Brian Daboll. So when you just think about what all they've been able to bring stability-wise around Cam with familiar targets and an offensive coordinator that knows what he's doing, even if we don't take Jeremiah Love at 4, if we go Bailey, Bain, or Reese, we could get a Kyle Monungai type back in the later rounds with Jadarian Price or Nick Singleton, Henry from UTSA. There's other backs that would be around that could go into the mode. I just was a proponent of cutting Tony Pollard, saving the 7, getting Robinson, who was formerly with the 49ers, another Alabama Crimson Tide great, in Brian Robinson, to replacing Pollard with Robertson and still hitting the drive on Tajay having his last year and Khalil Mullins on year 2. You already got your short yardage back. I think they'll be able to add more to the backfield, because even though they brought Julius Chestnut back, that's nothing to do with, obviously, with us having an NFL leading cap space, that they'll still be able to go out and do different things if they so choose. Masterclass was good. NC boy, I think we draft center in the 3rd or 4th. If you go look at my latest mock draft, I had Pat Coogan from Indiana, but I still would have Sloatman or Jackson Slater starting off. Like Pat Coogan, if we drafted a rookie center, would still have to win the job, and I don't think he wins the job day one. I would prefer if they was to go get Glasgow or Posick, and then I would feel very comfortable at whatever they do at right guard. But if they don't get Glasgow or Posick to come in a veteran center, I think it'd be a situation where you would definitely want Zeitler to be back if he was going to have a Corey Levin type or a Sloatman or Jackson Slater being the center. You definitely want veterans flanking them all the way. So if you put J.C. Latham, Zeitler, Jackson Slater or Sloatman, or Pat Coogan, and then you had Peter Skoronski and then Dan Moore. And then people talk about Dan Moore and Austin Deculus. Like, this is not Andre Dillard. This is not Dennis Daly. This is not NPF. Who was the guy that we drafted the year with Skoronski that played tackle, that they didn't know if he wanted to play football or not? We not talking about that, bro. Come on. Like, look at the offensive line post-bye. Post-bye, we was there. And then people talk about Udo. I would love for Udo to come back and to be in the mix of those swing tackles with Crenshaw, Dixon, and Deculus. But you have to remember, Bill Callahan wanted John Ojukwu to play tackle instead of Udo. And Ojukwu was horrible. And then they brought in Oli Udo. So I think with Brian Daboll's system and having Gunnar Helm and Bellinger on the edge helping out is going to make things a lot different when it comes to protection. Borgonzi is definitely in his bag. Sweat trade was your favorite move. It was a win-win for both sides. The Jets had lost Quentin Williams. I love Tavondre Sweat, but if we're not gonna have a nose tackle, getting a former first round draft pick and Jermaine Johnson, who's familiar with the system, to come in and mix instead of Sweat. When you're getting John Franklin Myers, Solomon Thomas, and Jordan Elliott, I thought it was great because we still have C.J. Ravenel too, another big interior lineman that's developing. Yeah, rest in peace, Chuck Norris. for sure. We definitely ball in core. Free agent signings were very calculated, and that's what impressed me. They didn't overpay for nothing, Dre Day. Everything they got, they paid book value. You know, when you seen Alec Pierce get $30 million, and we got Wandale for 17, and only 38 of it's guaranteed. You used to think Romeo Dobbs got more guaranteed money than Wandale, so you have to think like we definitely did not get the typical bad team tax the Titans get. Yeah, DK, that they know that DK is a Pro Bowler. I'm pretty sure that he'll be getting targeted more than he did last year, the first half of the season. Dunker at wide receiver, yes, and that's what the draft is for. If you look at my mock draft, I went out and got Jacoby Lane with the third pick, and that is basically in my mind a Drake London or Nico Collins type. We definitely need that red zone, Mister Go Get It. Ronnie, what up? Q. New episode of Vintage Titan. I've been putting out a lot of reels and shorts because people are now realizing that I'm a thrift god. So they started coming in off of that. And I'm putting the first episode in the comments of those reels to get people to go look at that first one and see how we got here. Next episode is coming this coming week. You want to know why? Because it's a particular thrift I like. They got dollar days tomorrow. The lady at the place let me know what's up. She let me know what color gonna be $1. Don't worry, that post is coming. And Unc been saving his tip money. All my tip money is going to more vintage pieces, as well as I already got 88. You heard it right, 88 pieces on my eBay on my eBay store. Goal is to have 100 pieces. We got there quick. Mr. 52, what's good, my boy? Yeah, slow play the rookie center. That's somebody that could win the job if an injury happened or something. But I'm telling y'all, if you had Zietler and you had Skoronski and Moore and you had J.C. Latham on the other side of Zietler and then Bellinger right here and Gunnar Helm right here and 12 personnel with Wandale coming in motion, I promise you, if it's Sloatman, if it's Jackson Slater or Pat Coogan, I promise you they'll be fine at center. Now, I did have an epiphany. Can somebody call and get my dog Ben Jones? Ben Jones, hey, bro, I know you got another year left in you. Call down to Borgonzi, call Sala, call Daboll. Tell him, man, the Tennessee Titan legend, former Georgia Bulldog. It pains me as an Alabama Crimson Tide fan to say that. But get Ben Jones, I know you got one more year in. You ain't like Taylor Lewan and got skinny as soon as you left. You know, and it's good to see those players be in great shape like that. But Ben Jones looked like he could still strap it up at center, man. Let me see Ben Jones one more time in that Titans uniform at center. All right, that's my cry to Ben Jones. But yo, Rabbit. Definitely, everybody do me a favor. Rabbit is actually in the intro song. That is who we talking about when we say he gonna scope you out the lobby. He's the OG. He's been down with the channel for like 6 years. Definitely, he has a great relationship with his dad, and he said his dad just passed. Definitely, everybody give me a heart emoji in the chat, praying hands. Definitely praying for you, brother. No words I got right now can comfort, bro. The chat, you know, Vibe Nation, the shop, we definitely gonna wrap our arms around you, bro. Yeah, it was Jalen Duncan, Corey. I couldn't think of his name. Bro didn't even want to play football. We ain't talking about MPF neither. Because MPF got caught gambling the year that Ridley got caught gambling. For sure, 2 times. That's definitely love. And see, that's something great. You know, 2-time and Rabbit always troll each other and go at it. But the first person to put the praying hands in the chat for Rabbit is 2 times, and that's a blessing, man. To see people come show up when you need them to. TJ, what's popping? Plenty of good moves to stabilize the squad, Nano. Derek Smith, roll tide, dog. We need a pass rusher and 6'4" wide receiver from the Vols. You talking about Brazel. Yeah, Brazel's been on a lot of my mock drafts. In my latest mock draft, I decided to go edge in the second round because I was able to get Zion Young. Y'all know I've been talking about Zion Young since the fall. I mean, I'm talking about like October. I was talking about Zion Young. So I got a chance to get him, and I got Kobe Lane third. But if we took Chris Brazel at 35, bro, trust me, you will not hear Shot by Buddha say a word. Paper Stacks was good. We good, TJ. Uplifting Souls, my boy. And shout out to Uplifting Souls. He's definitely one of the people that got me back reading the Bible and praying daily. Benji can't come on back. Yeah, we need Ben Jones to come back. From in Alabama in Florence. I'm from Florence, Alabama. I went to Henry A. Bradshaw High School, class of 01. My folks still live on Kennard Street, right there by the Tennessee River. I was born in Eliza Coffey Memorial Hospital, right there on the Tennessee River. I played baseball growing up at McFarland Bottoms on the Tennessee River. My dad worked at muscle shoals at Occidental Chemicals on the Tennessee River, floating barges and loading rail cars. My mother was a 25 year police dispatcher for Lauderdale County and Muscle Shoals. So, and my brother's dad is a police captain in Sheffield. So I'm definitely Florence, Alabama made. That is where I'm from. My dad lives in Tuscumbia, right down the street from the four-way stop at the Alabama Music Hall of Fame. Like, listen, I'm about as Florence could get. Joe Blacko. Ainsworth, he ain't coming back, unfortunately. Ah, man, he can leave. He can do a Teddy Bridgewater, man. He can go back to coaching them high school kids after he get through playing center, bro. NFL commentary, you know my stuff. This the NFL commentary here. We just got no strings attached. We can talk about whatever we want, Paper Stacks. Make sure y'all tapped into my YouTube. We just got eligible for YouTube partner. I'm gonna apply for that to start this month off. To start off the month of April. Make sure every day the shop talk, if y'all miss these, I converge and take the fluff out. So if you want to just get caught up on the shop talks, they're there, as well as my new series, Vintage Titan, where I'm showing y'all my vintage Titan pieces I collect, as well as my thrift store hauls, because I do resell eBay on the side too. I do everything on the side. Unc got the watches in the coat, you feel me? Man, I sell y'all some air if y'all believe it. Not NPF, the lock pick expert. Man, get out of here. NPF was on Prize Picks, bro. In FanDuel. Steelers get the Georgia wide receiver in there. You talking about Zachariah Branch. Who else was on Zachariah Branch before anybody said anything about him? All these players, these experts be talking about. Shot by Buddha was telling y'all about these people. That's how I knew that I was going to cook people about this cap. Like Comedy 2 times. Please tell these people how many times we did mock drafts and I looked at Spotrac and went over the cap numbers, because Mike Borgonzi's Masterclass, we only had 34 players coming back under contract in 2026. I knew he was going to have to, like, just to get to the 53 that you need to say you have a roster. Like, he's going to have to sign 20 players. And then you're going to come into camp with extra running backs, extra quarterbacks, extra everything. So, like, this dude's literally going to have to, with his futures and his practice squad guys and his those type of players, the Julius Chestnuts and the Micah Robinsons and the Mason Kinseys, like, people was looking at that as part of the roster. I'm like 10 of these guys are going to be on practice squad basically as camp bodies. Like, we're talking about the 53. Like, he's going to have to sign a lot of people. And you had 9 picks in the draft. And look, I'm going to backhand the Baltimore Ravens for missing that field goal, costing us another 4th round pick. No way, bro. My dad graduated in 1988. That's awesome. Moved to Nashville for college, and I grew up there. That's love, bro. Like, see, and like, I got a lot of family in Mississippi, and a lot of family in Tennessee. So, like, that's Tennessee River goes through my hometown. That's why I have this thing. So it's kind of funny. A lot of the Tennessee Titan fan base are Tennessee Volunteer fans. Y'all, your Tennessee Volunteer fans are like the Texans. Like, Texans went 25 years without a divisional playoff win. Tennessee Volunteers haven't won since Philip Fulmer. They're going on 30 years. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I have fun with those fan bases. Dad was in the military. For sure, for sure. Appreciate his service too, by the way. Class of '01. I thought you was younger than me. I just look younger than everybody because I got good genetics, man. You know what I'm saying? I drink plenty of water and I don't smoke. He said, me too, but I'm a Georgia fan. So they hate us. Like, we got teams that win. I didn't sit here and watch Nick Saban the last 20 years. Tennessee volunteer fans that are Titan fans are just like, Like, man, listen, y'all don't even know what a win. Corey, they don't even know what a winner look like. They don't know what it's like to have Kirby Smart or Nick Saban coaching them and winning and being the pinnacle of the sport. You know what I'm saying? They just been down in the dumps. They over there arguing with Nikhil Lemmy Lava about $2 million, man. Imagine Georgia Bulldogs or the Alabama Crimson Tide with 18 national championships arguing with a quarterback over $2 million. Pathetic. Hey, Corey, them probably them same Titan fans that be mad about the uniforms. Since week 8 last season. Nah, technically, the first half of that Bronco game, when he took Snead out and got dunked on and messed up the timeout situation and had the 3 receivers blocking, we all kind of started sweating. We had this feeling that Callahan was talking to himself. You remember when he told Will Levis, what the f are you doing? He was talking to himself. You know what I'm saying? He was really confused. And, you know, we knew we honestly knew we had the Broncos and then the Rams and then the Texans and the Colts. In that Colts game, that's when you had that sinking feeling in the pit of your stomach like, bro, he finna get fired. And then everybody immediately started pointing to the Patriot game with Mike Vrabel with that vest. Shout out to my boy Morocco. Morocco was on my head about my Tennessee Titan vest on my vintage video because all you could think about is Mike Vrabel in that vest doing this right here with his hands on his thighs on third down with that that laminated sheet. Then he like take off and walk to the side, call a timeout. That's Mike Vrabel with them khakis in their vest with that long sleeve white T-shirt rolled up to his elbow, and with them hands on his thighs, bent over on third down. As soon as the play over, he getting up going to the ref. And so my boy Morocco was on my head. As soon as he seen that Tennessee Titan vest, he said I bought it from Mike Vrabel. I couldn't do nothing but laugh. That was so funny, bro. Joe Blacko said, "Stop the cat." It's true. Ravens will trade back and get Kenyon Sadiq or Boston in the first. Kenyon Sadiq or Boston. Kenyon Sadiq might not make it to 14. I think Boston will be there. Roll Tide, Joe Blacko. For sure, TJ. Class of 05. See, my little brother is class of 05. He played at Last Chance U at Northeast, and then he was the first recruiting class that Kroon bought to Mississippi State. And then my wife's youngest brother is at Mississippi State. He just graduated last year, and then he's in grad school at Mississippi State now. He's actually here right now. He said the headband go good with the red cup. Man, talk to me, man. See, the red belonged to the Tennessee Titans. It don't belong to the Texans. Like Texan fans be talking about the red Titan jerseys. Like, this red Titan jersey right here existed before the Texans ever took the field, bro. What are y'all talking about? How could we copy y'all when y'all took the field after y'all seen us have this already? Texans jersey literally is the old Titan alternate. We all never played a game and we had them. Imagine the Dallas Cowboys wearing Eagles colors. And then if you think about it, Texans ain't even nothing in their state. The Cowboys is the team in Dallas, and then all they can just sit and cry about what that the Oilers franchise left them. Dre Day say what? What's his name again? Any good thrift haul lately? I dropped a video today. If you see my thrift haul today, and then tomorrow, the lady didn't let me in. She gave Unc the inside scoop. You know what I'm saying? Check out my reels. I'm going to drop all my stuff on my reels, and then y'all will see the full video. Probably like in the middle of next week, I'm going to do a new haul video, but it's dollar days tomorrow, man. I know what color is going to be $1. Unc finna go in there with my tip money. Hey, with my boy Uplifting Souls, I save my tip money. I'm going to go in there with the tip money and go crazy in the thrift on dollar day tomorrow, man. Talk to me. Saw your post about your Facebook stickers. I mean, bruh, them stickers is from 2019. So if anybody that's a supporter of me, I appreciate y'all for still being a supporter. I hate it. I've been fighting, trying to figure out. We don't have a support team anymore. But like I have new updated stickers, and y'all all knew what they look like. And then I have 50 stickers on Kick. So if you're watching me on Kick, you don't have to be a supporter, just a follower to use the stickers. You got to be a supporter on Facebook and Twitch. On YouTube, we just unlocked it, so they'll be there soon. But y'all know I'm the sticker king. Nobody had more stickers and more fire stickers than me. Shout out to Yuichi Hirayama that came up with that. But dog, it's got my stickers with Tom Brady throwing the Kobe on it, like the initiation, the 5-finger ring. Like those are from 2019. Bro, I have so many stickers, bro. We updated stickers at the end of last year, the start of this year. With Cam is always first sticker. Coop got a sticker. 2 times got a sticker. Statman got a sticker. Big Jeff. Like I was making people new stickers, and then like Facebook, I don't know, just, and if you go into my dashboard, it shows you the new stickers. But if you come into the stream, like it's got them old 2019 ass stickers. And Chico, man, I appreciate the love and support that you be showing, man. Definitely, it definitely touched me. Pause. Callahan and Levis got the same number. Brain says. I mean, Callahan would probably make a good position coach. Just being the head coach was too much for him. Taekwon said, take off that Pittsburgh Steelers jersey off and burn it. Okay, for sure. Taekwon, who gonna be y'all quarterback next year? Y'all made some good free agents. Jamel Dean, Rico Dowdle, Mike Pittman Jr. Y'all did some good moves. But who can play quarterback? Class of 08. I'm 43, bro. 2283. Groundhog's Day 83. I'm an 80s baby. Go Tennessee Volunteers. Got a rep. Tighten up. Man, tighten up, man. Look, I don't hate the Tennessee fan base, but I strongly dislike y'all. All right, if you're a Tennessee fan, more, let me show you something. I showed my age. Do you know who was in my area of football and basketball in high school? Phillip Rivers and Jason Allen. Jason Allen was a Tennessee great, went and played for the Dolphins and the Texans. And then we obviously know who Phillip Rivers is. And he was at Athens High School. So those was in my area who I had to play against. And in team camp, we played at Alabama team camp, and we played against Ratavius Biddle. Ratavius Biddle was the number 1 wide receiver for Eli Manning at Ole Miss. He was a dog at, back then people was just 2-sport dogs. So that's just showing my age and show you. So if you're a Tennessee Volunteer fan, Jason Allen from my hometown in high school, he had a rushing, receiving, interception, and kick return touchdown. He had 4 different types of touchdowns against us in the game. Jason Allen was a complete freak of nature in high school. As big as he was on the Dolphins, he was that big in high school. Pause. Near brain, we wired is crazy. Knew that Levis. But Levis, it might have been Brian Callahan. Levis's problems might not have been his own. It might have been Callahan. Callahan can't make no quarterback do nothing. So maybe Will Levis gets traded somewhere and we pick up a good day 2, day 3 draft pick, and Will Levis goes somewhere and balls out like Malik Willis did. Malik Willis got away from Callahan and got $20 million a year. She said support is there. Yeah, we don't have no support. It's literally AI. Think A-Rod coming back at 43, 44 years old. Steelers is trying to get y'all back up. Cooper Rush. Man, thrift shopping, I'll be wearing them out. Man, watch my reels, man. I show every day. I do outfit of the day and show y'all what I got in reels. I'm waiting to do the suit jacket edition. Suit jacket edition is gonna be crazy. Cause I'll be seeing people like bragging about their suits and stuff. Like, bro, it's in you, not on you. I can take a thrift shop blazer and look like $1 million, and somebody could take a $5,000 suit and some Dior shoes and look goofy. I'm sorry. Need that Sony camera? I sold my broken one for like $175 on eBay. This one I got after the last one broke. But camera is all about lighting. You could take your phone and get the right lighting and get good video. You need good audio, not good video. Good video comes after good audio. Played with Derek Barnett and Jalen Ramsey in high school. Oh yeah, you have some goons. Yeah, Levis was great with Mike Vrabel. Levis just no quarterback looked good with Brian Callahan. Not even Cam Ward. Soon as Brian Callahan left, Cam Ward probably could have had a rookie of the year if he had Nick if he had Bo Hardegree calling plays all season and Luke Stocker running the run game. Crazy, right? Fourth round. Zay was good. What them Raiders doing? Whole time it could have been Callahan ruining offensive players. Yeah, Jason Allen was definitely a dog, TJ. I'm telling you, Jason Allen was like 6'2", 225 in the 10th grade. Like, and rest in peace, man. Y'all do me a favor. Rest in peace. My dog Deuce 22, Fred Copeland, man. Fred Copeland was with me in the 10th grade. He transferred in from Virginia, and Coach Johnson, the coach that coached Florence in the state championship against Hoover last year in Super Conference, Coach Johnson was like, man, get with Fred, show him the ropes, and and Fred wound up being one of my best friends for life. Man, he passed. He passed the year when I went to Orlando with Aunt Bell and Rich. That picture that I posted. When I got off the plane to get with Rich and Aunt Bell, Fred died in a car accident the night before. Rest in peace, Fred. Fred was a dog, man. Fred was like slow, but like he could jump and he could shoot. Like he was like Curry in high school. Like I remember a game like Fred hitting like 10 threes. Like, so it was like Fred, Jason Allen, like in they had some goons on muscle shows. Like Fred was really him. He played JUCO basketball and played at UNA. Fred could really let that thing go. Like me and Fred would be at my dad's house or at his house outside shooting jump shots all summer. You know what I'm saying? Like really would be putting up jumpers. That was my dog. Rest in peace, Fred. As Fred transferred to Muscle Shoals once his family got settled in the area. And my little brother played at Dessler High School. He played at my little brother was in the state championship like 3 out of 4 years. Like they had some dogs. And if you're a Bama fan, my little brother was Deion Blue's DB coach in high school before he went to Bama and won the championship. Tom Brady shines in return to football. Tom Brady is in LeBron James as an anomaly. Audio technical for your streams. I got a cheap cam, but it's all about the lighting, bro. Like if you're gonna have low lighting, as long as you got good lighting coming in behind your camera and you got like a good field of vision, like you good. And if not, just go green screen. You know what I'm saying? If you can't get the camera set up right, just do a green screen. Lighting is everything. Talk about players but not coaches. I believe that was some of the problem. I think it's 90% of the problem. When you think about who's coaching whom and like who's in your ear, what are they seeing? You know, like if I'm Cam Ward and I'm playing the Denver Broncos who played in the AFC Championship with that defense, and I drop back on my own 5-yard line before half and all 3 of my receivers start blocking and don't run a route, like what am I thinking? And Brian Callahan's like confused as they're confused because he he misused the timeouts in that first half and then lied about it at the press conference. For sure. He said, "Come on, broski, buy the new jersey." I actually got the new champion jacket, and my hat still hasn't made it here yet. So like some of the stuff that I ordered from the fan shop on opening night haven't even reached it here yet. I'm vintage Titan. I do thrift and like vintage Titan pieces. I do a lot of old stuff. By the time the season drop, my first jersey of the new style is going to be the rivalry jerseys. I don't want to be sitting there like. Let me just tell you something. I'm an individual. I'm not going to be sitting there like a lemming with the Cam Ward Columbia blue jersey standing there. Like, be 100,000 of y'all with the blue Columbia Cam Ward jersey, and then I'll come in with whatever I got on, and then by the time those drop, I'll have it. I'm just not a person, like I'm not the person that go get the new Jordans when everybody get the new Jordans and we all at the mall with the same Nike t-shirt, Nike hat, and Jordans on. Like that's not me. Like I'm going when somebody bring out the new Jordans, I'm bringing some shit out from 2016 or something like that. That's me. I'm not the wear the same thing that everybody else wear guy. That's just not me. But my hat still haven't made it yet. I'm going to do a new profile picture in that Columbia Blue Champion windbreaker in the hat when it comes. And I'm going to get the draft hat. But I really need them to drop truckers. I don't do fitted hats. I don't do flex fit hats. I don't do, it's like I wear specific types of stuff. Like that's just me. I got a lot of stuff, but I only wear specific things. One, because I got hair. So like a fitted hat or a flat bill hat ain't going to do me no good. Man, Callie was definitely in his ear stressing him out. Cam probably was like, what the is he talking about? You know what I'm saying? Because like you think about the games that he botched the Lions the year before, passing 4 times on the one, the Charger game, when in the post game asking if he knew what a quarterback sneak was, had they practiced it, and there was like 4th and inches 5 times in the first half of the year and never ran QB sneak. It's so many things, like the timeout, the K ball at the end of the half. Like it's so many games that he just butchered coaching on. All right, but I'm going to tell y'all right now, this is going to be uploaded probably tonight or tomorrow. All these kids, it's like 15 people in my house right now. It's my father-in-law's birthday as well as one of my nieces. They are here from in the country. It's like 15 people in my house. While they was outside playing and taking a walk, I was trying to record this. But as you can hear, there's babies crying now. So I'm definitely we almost an hour into this shop talk. Y'all got any more questions before I get out of here? Yeah, see, like the players got stuff that we don't got. I was atting Gunnar Helm and Cedric Gray. Did you see the headbands that Cedric Gray and Gunnar Helm had? I want that. I don't give a damn about a Columbia Blue Cam Ward jersey that everybody and their mama gonna have on. I wanted them headbands. Bro, can you imagine a new T headband like this with the red, the navy blue, Columbia, and white? I'll order all 4 of those. Bro, like that's the type of stuff I want. I be wanting like different things. Like I got Titan visors and all kind of stuff. If you go look at my YouTube and look at my first vintage Titan episode or one of my reels, when you see I still have in the plastic a Super Bowl hat from Super Bowl 34 with the tag still on. I got the old, like this jersey, I got the matching visor. I got a leather to go with my leather, with my denim and leather Titans. I got so much like things that's like different. I just like to be different when it comes to it. I'm not one of those people that's like standing there with white forces, Levi's, a Columbia Blue Cam Ward jersey, and the hat from the pro shop. Like that's no. Unc ain't trying to look like everybody else. Trade Cam Ward for Mahomes? No. They're going to want 5 first-round picks for Mahomes. We good. I mean, if you think about it, we kind of forever attached to Patrick Mahomes. That run he had up the sideline in 2020 in the playoffs when nobody could seem to tackle Patrick Mahomes, when we had jumped out on them early, God knows how Patrick Mahomes didn't get tackled on that sideline. So, like, him having to come back down 10-0 against us and winning his first Super Bowl, coming back against the Niners, like Patrick Mahomes like went on a tear after that. For sure, Codex. I definitely want them headbands. CCB in the building. What's good, my boy? What them Patriots doing? Need a Titan skin mask? All right, we'll be sitting here talking about hats all day. Make sure y'all follow me on YouTube. Make sure y'all follow me on all social media platforms. This will go up ASAP as soon as I get it edited. I don't even think I'm waiting for tomorrow. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it up on the site, man. We trying to get right. Appreciate y'all continued support. We finally got eligible for partner on YouTube. It took a lot for me to step away from Madden and do completely new content with people saying, why you multi-streaming? Won't you just do it all on YouTube? I was banned on YouTube from October to January 25th, and it was hard to go through a football season where you can't play Madden or you can't do football content on YouTube and I was being suppressed and shadow banned, and they finally lifted at the end of January. And in just short amount of time, with no Madden, with no tournaments, no HLX, no MCS, no nothing, but just shop talk, me talking to y'all about the Tennessee Titans and what's going on in Nashville. So I appreciate y'all. We got nowhere to go but up. Make sure y'all tapped in. I'm gonna be dropping some thrift content in the morning. As soon, oh my good, I can't wait, man. Dollar days in the thrift store tomorrow, man. And you'd be surprised how many people have reached out to me like, I ain't know you was in the thrift store. Like my mama, his name is Sheila Mae Thompson. Everybody call her May May. Everybody know my mama and my daddy back home. And my mama used to have us in garage sales every single weekend. Every single weekend we'd be in garage sales and thrift stores going to grab stuff. But appreciate y'all, man. God first in the chat, and we out. Hit that subscribe, like, comment, share. Tap into the daily uploads at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you missed the live streams, you got picture in picture. And if I don't get to any questions during the live streams or the pods, drop them in the comments. I'll make it part of the weekly mailbag. If you're following on the blue, smash those reactions. I know you're OG. Hit that like, comment, share, tap into the daily content that is the shop. If you're new to the shop, you definitely should be tapped in on the green. No ads, up to 50 emotes free for just being a follower. You do not have to be a supporter to unlock picture in picture, late night streams. Follow us on Kick. We also live on Twitch. Look out for the drops, as well as if you have Amazon Prime, it's free $99 to sub to the channel once a month. Don't let Jeff Bezos stick that money back in his pocket. If you don't use it on the shop, use it on another content creator that you like. I still call it Twitter, but follow us on X. We tweet back. If you missed the daily shop talks, make sure you tap in for the late night cap on the purple and the green. The Discord is always open. Outside of subs, donos, and cash apps, is also another way to support the content. That's by grabbing a trucker hat, a bandana, hoodies, the classic barbershop, Vibe Nation, right out of the official merch store on Tactic, formerly known as Geeks Unleashed. Code Buddha at checkout to